Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. I'm back down on the river, but look at it. It's looking like chocolate milk, and it's going to look like chocolate milk for quite a while. Just past us, you see that? That just came past us. That's a big pylon, big wooden pylon that just drifted by. We might see more stuff like that too this afternoon, because the river is rising, and it's rising rapidly. It's going to be over where we're standing in about maybe a little over a week to maybe 2 weeks. It's going to be over this, so it's just over 9 feet. Where I would normally fish is underwater, so we're back up above it. Yep, come on. Today's bait is strawberry chicken, but with a little bit of a twist. I added vanilla this time, so it's strawberry vanilla chicken. We're using mono for the main line on 10-foot rods today because this spot can be snaggy. There's a lot of structure out there, like rocks and stuff. Took me a while to figure it out. Might have to figure it out all over again now that it's up. So we got 3 ounces of lead, a bead, the leader, 50-pound mono. Got a 4-aught octopus, and the rig over here is exactly the same, except the hook is a different style. That is a 4-aught Kale. I'm going on what I learned after fishing this spot so many times. We're gonna come down the bank a little bit and make this cast, but I've never fished this particular spot at this level. And sometimes with a river like the Mississippi, when the level changes, the situation at the spot can change drastically. There we go. The changes that I'm expecting today are stronger current, and I did bring heavier lead just in case I felt like going heavier. We got 4-ounce no rolls with us in the box, but we're gonna try these 3s. It's already bringing me right up against the rocks, where it goes from rocks to mud. First off, biggest issue is that hanging branch. You would think, why don't I just go down where it's not hanging in front of me? Well, I tried that and just hit snags. At this position, what I just did, how I just cast, where I cast, I don't usually hit snags, so I don't want to change it and hit a bunch of snags. Oh, I'm just too short. If I can't bring the branch down, I can bring the rod tip down. I've brought both rod tips down, and as you can see, I hope you can see, both baits have been dragged that way considerably by the current. I'm going to leave them out for a bit, and then when I feel like it's time to bring them up, probably going to switch to 4s or something else, switch to another spot, because I stopped fishing this spot as we started to get deep into winter because it stopped producing. I believe it's at a depth that doesn't hold a good temp. So what I mean is fish went deeper, so they left this spot because it stopped producing like it was. So the question is, will it produce today? Well, I think there's still fish here, and we'll see. I am running small pieces of bait on 4-aughts, so we'll catch whatever's here, big or small. We'll just have to see. But if the, I'm not gonna, let's forget about saying but. Definitely here soon in the future, when the river comes up higher, won't be able to fish this spot. Not like this, because we'll be up in the trees. So this is probably last chance to fish this spot until the river comes back down, and that might be a while. All right, I've had the lines out for about an hour. I was about to bring them in, but then I thought I'll leave them out a little longer. I looked over here. That may be a problem. You do see it, right? Big log floating in the water. It's going to be a while before it hits the lines, but it is on a direct course for these lines. It might drift out. Oh, hold on. Look at that. I was really thinking about giving up on this spot. Got him. Let's see. Do we have them? No, we don't. Dang it. Should have waited. But if I would have waited any longer, eventually we would have got really close to a collision course. So that was probably the first line it would have hit. If we cast this back out right now, it'll probably go under it, but it might hit it again. This kind of stuff drives me nuts while I'm waiting for that log to get clear. And yes, it cleared the second line, but it would have hit this line. We're gonna switch from a 3 to a 4. I turn around, ready to cast back out, and what do I see? Another log. I am not happy with this spot. Too many problems. I put on a 4, and it's just what I feared. Instantly snagged up. Though I might be able to pull out of it, likely not. There we go. We came out of it. Make sure we still have bait. Still have bait. Still look good. See what shape that's in. Looks good. Just put it back out, and already look what the current's doing. We might be snagged on something, and it's like a pivot point. Look how much pressure is building on the rod tip with that 4. It's not really doing any better in the current than the 3s. It's actually doing worse as far as dragging. Look how much pressure. We may be back in a snag. Yeah, the line caught on something and it formed a pivot point. That's why I was so stubborn not to put on 4s right off. I had a feeling that I would just start hitting snags if I did that, and that was the case. Now I've totally lost everything. I don't have anything. I would have left, totally gave up on this spot 30 minutes ago if it wasn't for that bite. So I'm not going to tie up the other rod. I'm just going to fish for a little bit longer with one rod here. I might see if I can bring that in and put it back out, leave it out for about 15-20 minutes. If nothing, then I'm going to go to another spot. Look at that rod tip. See how it's moving? There's a fish around it. Got him. Yes. Please stay on. Ooh. I was definitely contemplating leaving this spot at 5, and that is like 2 minutes away. This feels like a pretty decent fish so far. He is in really strong current. Am I filming? Yes, I am. Always paranoid that I'm not filming. Getting a little lighter. Oops, he just turned the power back on a little bit right there. I wonder what we got. He's not too far away. He's right there. He just came up. I just saw his dorsal. Oh, he's not very big. But he felt big at first. Not bad. Little blue cat. Perfect size to keep. Yeah, you're right. I didn't bring a stringer, but it's a perfect size to put right in the tote. I don't think I'm gonna keep at it too long. Baited back up, and yes, I've changed my mind. I've decided to stay, see if we can get another one, either to release or to keep. I know some people are thinking, oh, do a catch and cook. Not tonight, guys. Sometime soon, though, but not tonight. Another ship coming into the anchorage here. Oh, dang it. My impromptu chair is not working out. It's on a swivel. It's not a good one. See, we got a crew boat coming through, most likely going to the ship that is just coming into anchorage, into the anchorage here. So he's gonna come in front of this bait. Maybe he'll give us a bite, because a barge bite is not just, oh, look at that. Did exactly that. Good bit of action here at the end of this video, because I don't think I'm gonna stay all night long at this spot, but it is improving. I don't want to get crazy here and put out the other rod, because I'm just gonna hit a snag again from the position that I usually put that rod out, and I'm not gonna try and run 2 rods from the position that I'm fishing right now, because the baits will just end up right on top of each other, which will result in a tangle when you bring fish in. Gonna have to step back so I don't get wet feet. I wonder if we have a bigger cat this time. It's definitely holding pressure on the line more than the other one did, but we're about to find out, because here he is right up here at the rocks with us. You see him right down there. He's a tad bigger, not much, just a little bit bigger than that first one. Wow, but that was cool. I didn't expect to have such a bite when I was talking. I went from about falling off the rocks to catching a fish here. That's pretty cool. Decent hook set. Decent hook set right in the corner of the mouth. Wow, pretty nice. Not worth weighing. The first fish is enough for me. I'm not trying to stack fish up in the freezer. I'm just want to take one fish for dinner tonight, so that means you get to go. There he goes. If the price of meat keeps going up, I tell you what, I'm gonna stack the fish up, but for now, just one is good for dinner tonight. Hopefully I get to go out again, because I do want to go out again. Yeah, you're right, guys. Just wanted to come check out the river today, pretty much just to ride the new bike along the levee and just open it up, get to know it before I start reviewing it. To let you know, big disclaimer here, I'm not getting paid to do that. The deal is they send the bike for free. I make 3 videos and we're good to go. So yeah, so far I like the bike, but this is not a video about the bike. This is a video about fishing the river when it's rising, but we're only a month away before it starts getting really good. In April is when it gets really good, but the river might be really high by then, which means I won't be at this spot. We'll be at other spots, and they do exist. Yeah, you're right, guys. Thanks for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.